Everyone's Harvest, to me, is this grassroots, organically grown organization.
Everyone's Harvest it's a really unique and great organization that's doing a lot of really innovative work.
Everyone's Harvest mission is to partner with family farmers and local communities, including those currently underserved, to provide fresh, affordable, sustainable produce through certified farmers markets, fresh produce stands, and community garden projects. Everyone's Harvest was my senior capstone project. It was started when my friends and I had an idea to start a farmer's market in Marina because we couldn't find a place in Marina that had fresh, organic, local produce, and we felt like a community event on a regular basis would be a really cool thing to have in the neighborhood. And then I graduated in 2003, and 2 weeks later we started the Marina Certified Farmers Market. And we've grown to run 5 farmers markets, partner with 2 community gardens, including the Shoreline and the Pueblo Del Mar Garden, and started a fresh produce stand at Cal State Monterey Bay in partnership with a farm club.
And she wasn't a businesswoman with a lot of business acumen. She had never done anything like this before, as far as I know. And just because she was passionate about doing something with farmers and organic produce, she started this farmer's market, and I think for the first couple of years, she didn't earn a penny in her pocket. What started out as Marina Farmers Market has now 5 different markets, one in PG, one in each of the Valley hospitals, and one in East Alisal. And now Everyone's Harvest, with Iris's leadership, has branched into community gardens. And there's a beautiful garden at Shoreline Gardens that Everyone's Harvest helped initiate.
And we've been here participating at Shoreline Garden for the past 3 years, and immediately they took a liking to planting vegetables from seed. We have 15 beds, so we grow things that we can make projects with.
What community gardens do is they get people together and they get people growing their own food, and that stimulates interest in buying food and buying healthier food and eating healthier food.
But what I really enjoy is that the people I support, I've seen the happiness and the joy from them, feeling really content and fulfilled that they grow things and they're able to water and cultivate and harvest and take things home for their families to enjoy.
Well, we started with the farmers market about 4 years ago. We've done 4 seasons of the farmers market, and initially we did this in partnership with the county health department in terms of health promotion, really being able to promote health and wellness to our community. And we really continue with that today with the farmers market, to be able to bring fresh produce at a very reasonable price to our community. It's great to not only serve our employees, but also our patients and our visitors that are coming to the hospital. Everybody seems to look forward to Farmers Market Wednesday, where they can go ahead and pick up their fresh produce, flowers, and other items such as that.
What we want to do is make the Chinatown Community Garden completely self-sustained with products we develop here in on-site. I think we have like over 4,000 worms in here. We found out that these red regular worms that we use here are like the composting dynamos, and they will be able to eat about 100% of their body weight a day. Our main contributor of retail space is Everyone's Harvest. We've established an Adopt a Bed program where groups or individuals, local residents can come adopt beds and really help to really sustain themselves to grow their own food, grow their own healthy food. So we build community, we get local individuals, we get groups access to fresh food, help supplement whatever food they're getting from like McDonald's or fast foods. It gives them access to fresh, wholesome, nutritious food that they can grow themselves.
There's a lot of pressing food issues going on today. I think one of the biggest ones is just people not really being aware of the impacts of their food choices on their personal health, on their communities, on the environment. But it's also a really exciting time because I think people are starting to realize this, and it's becoming more and more prominent in the media, and the mainstream public is becoming more aware of these issues.
what I love to be able to see is when the moms are coming in for an appointment at one of the clinics and they have one of their young children with them, and you see the child nibbling on strawberries versus nibbling on chips. I mean, it just really sends such a strong message, I think, to our community and our commitment to health and wellness.
Another thing that Everyone's Harvest does that I think is really unique and special about them is they promote what they call food justice.
My experience with Everyone's Harvest has been that I started off as a service learning student leader about a year ago. Within about a year's time of just working with Everyone's Harvest, volunteering at the markets, and then also managing service learners at the markets, I completely changed my eating habits. So it became clear to me that I can eat healthy and it is affordable, and more so from a food justice background, I don't have to feel bad about the food that I'm purchasing. Like, I know exactly who it goes to, I know it's organic, I know that it's in this community. Like, it's really given me more roots in Marina.
They do this by allowing electronic benefit transfers at the markets. So that's how people on the SNAP or food stamps program can spend their money. And another thing that Everyone's Harvest is doing that's part of changing this food culture and building a more healthier food culture and food systems is that their farmers markets, they have things like nutrition education programs and also interactive cooking classes, which are also really important pieces of creating that cultural change that we need.
And there's a predominance of organically grown produce.
They're more than just buying food and just going to your groceries. It's like creating that idea of a community and like talking to the people who grow your food, knowing where it's from.
In particular, Everyone's Harvest creates a market for these small-scale local family farmers so they can sell their produce.
In 1975, then company took over the country, and my dad and my brother decided to move to Thailand. Then we come to this country, and then we start to grow things like for ourselves. After that, then we have more. Then more, we start to sell something. That's why we have now all vegetables that they need. My farm at south of Fresno. Usually we get up like 2:30. When we start driving, like 3:40 or 4 o'clock. And I'm gonna got here about 6:10 or 6:20. We try to raise money for our family. We try to grow Asian food. After that, then the people buy food, but that's why we grow something else. When I grow something, I feel like I still live in the country.
Okay, you can.
Yeah, or something I'm happy about what I'm doing.
So
I have to to pay for insurance, for gas, for house, everything. So I have to pay. That's why I have to work very hard 7 days a week.
Yo nací en el estado de Guerrero, en México, en el país. Y ahí nacieron todos mis hermanos también, en la agricultura, en el campo. Mis papás agricultores, yo agricultor, todos. Mi única profesión que tengo es ser agricultor. El campo me ha gustado mucho porque pues yo no tengo otro trabajo, otra profesión más que el puro campo.
Marina Farmers Market has brought a social fabric to the community where everyone has something they can depend on every single Sunday, year in, year out. And we never had that before the farmers market came. It was just fantastic for the city. And it is a representation of what Marina's all about. Here you come and you get to see people from all over the world who live here and who visit. And it's a humble, down-to-earth market that's very beautiful and brings vibrancy to the city that it didn't have before the farmers market. Everyone's Harvest, I just want to say, has been wonderful, and now it brings in something over $225,000 a year in revenue, where it started as nothing, and it spends probably a little bit more than that. It's always on the line of being in the red, but it just manages to stay in the black. And it's an incredible program, and we have so much to be thankful for everyone's harvest. That's what the market means to me.